All right, so I'm going to show you real quick how to use the charcoal that I've included with your drawing stuff, just so you get a chance to use it, because you will need to do charcoal gradations for the pot on your like plant drawing. So there's two kinds of charcoal in your kit. You get this rectangular brick, that's your compressed charcoal. You notice it's pretty hard. And then you've got your vine charcoal, which it feels very light, because it's made, literally this is like a literal stick that they burned. It's lighter, so you're gonna get lighter tones, different textures, you'll see. So for my compressed charcoal, this is where you get your good dark tones. Look at just how black it is. So if I were going to shade a sphere, circle. Just a quick charcoal sketch, and just like your graphite, you can smooth it out by doing light little circles. You're going to notice that charcoal is going to have more texture to it because it's really going to kind of get into that tooth and paper that you're doing your actual drawing on with the plant. If you want to practice charcoal on your own, I would suggest cracking open that sketchbook and practicing it, or using one of the papers that's in your thing. If you're going to practice, try to use a thin piece of paper, because we don't want to use up all your thick paper, although you might have some thick paper left over, so who knows. So yeah, so you're going to use this to make your really dark tones. If you notice though, it doesn't like to lighten up. Now with charcoal though, some of you are just itching to smear your graphite, which is super lazy. We don't do that. But with charcoal, you can kind of smudge things together to create these kind of nice smoky textures. Or you can use your fine charcoal. And if this is too weird long, you have my permission. Ooh, what a good snap. To break it, because it's probably going to break anyway, because it's pretty fragile. So if you look at the vine charcoal, if you press hard, you can get some samples and blacks, but when you notice it's not as black as this, and it's also a lot smoother and kind of rides along the surface of the paper. And it helps you get really nice, smooth, kind of smoky, detailed textures. So if I was going to draw a sphere of my vine charcoal, it's going to give me a little bit more control, a little bit more like graphite. I know you guys are super into smearing. I wanted you to notice what happens when I push that graphite along my finger. You'll notice that it kind of gets more like silvery and less like black. So if I was an artist like I am, I use vine charcoals to do all of my like 70 to 0 to like 10% grays, giving that nice kind of subtle change. And then when I need, it's really good blacks. You can go with my compressed charcoal. I'm looky there. Now I've got some blacks, I got some lights. I can do the same thing, drop it on top. Also that sound. Now with charcoal, if you need to erase, use the gray knead eraser, because that's the one that looks kind of like silly putty Play-Doh. That's the one that's really going to be more helpful for getting eraser, because it's going to get into the grooves of the paper, whereas these white erasers are just going to push it around and just make a mess. Yuck. So yeah, you don't have to turn anything in. This is just me showing you how to use the charcoal. If you feel confident, jump on in. If not, grab a piece of paper, do what I did, just kind of mess around, making your different shapes. Practicing using this tool. All right, cool. Like I said, pages in your notebook, set piece of paper, have fun. And that's for you, because I'm sure you missed the fact that I sneezed 3 times in a row. And now I'm not going to, just to make this video more interesting.